Hey, it's Michelle, the insurance lady. There may also be an appearance made by my dog Barkley or my cat Zoe, just to warn you. This video is to address the elephant in the room, the increasing cost of insurance. Rates are rising, including mine. I know it's tempting to want to reduce coverage or even worse, cancel your policies to save money because everything's getting more expensive. But please don't do that. This video, I'm going to discuss a few things you can do to make sure you are receiving the best insurance policy for the best price. Before we get into that, let's start with why rates are increasing. I think it's important for us as consumers to understand how things happening in the economy has a domino effect on practically everything. So here goes. Most carriers are raising rates. Partly it's to keep up with inflation and that a dollar doesn't stretch the way it used to. But it's also carriers paying out larger claims. A quick note about insurance. It is the sharing of losses. And when the cost of losses increases, we all pay more. Why are carriers paying out larger claims? I'll give you 3 reasons. Number 1, an increase in serious accidents from distracted driving. In other words, put your smartphone away. Number 2, the increasing cost of materials from advanced technology. What used to be a simple fender bender now includes sensors and cameras that can be expensive to replace. Number 3, supply chain issues, aka scarcity. When the supply of something is low, the price goes up. So not only is the technology more expensive to replace, but also more difficult to locate, driving the price of claims even higher. Now, this isn't a doom and gloom message. One of my favorite sayings is, we cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails. So I'm going to give some tips on what you can do insurance-wise to help offset the increases we are all seeing. Number 1, consider bundling. Insurance carriers often offer the best prices when you multi-line your auto insurance with either home or renters. There may also be additional discounts if you add life insurance. Number 2, see if there are additional discounts you aren't taking advantage of. Do you have an alarm system like ADT now? Are you signed up for the auto telematics discount program? Speak to your agent to see if there are any new programs you aren't taking advantage of. Number 3, consider increasing your deductibles. The deductible is the amount that is subtracted from your overall claims amount. I also refer to it as the dollar amount you agree to share in the event of a claim. The higher the deductible, the lower the price of your insurance, and vice versa. I advise you take the savings you get from having a higher deductible and put it towards your emergency savings fund. Contributing more to your savings fund is highly suggested when there is potential for a recession. Also, higher deductibles can be a deterrent from the temptation to put in small claims. This way, you can keep your claims-free discount. That discount can be significant. Number 4, inform your agent of any home updates like a new roof. You may qualify for a discount. Number 5, look for double coverage. For example, maybe you've got both AAA roadside and emergency roadside coverage on your auto policy and don't need both. Review both your home and auto coverage with your agent to ensure you're not double insured and overpaying. Number 6, while we're on the topic of reviewing with your agent, get a refresher on your coverage options. This isn't necessarily a money-saving tip, but to make sure you know how your policy will respond if there is a claim. All insurance policies have exclusions and what it doesn't cover, so get familiar with them as well. Number 7, be mindful of your credit. There are some states that don't use credit as a part of your insurance score, but many do, including the states I am licensed in. At your insurance renewals, credit is often considered. If you recently experienced a credit score jump, ask your agent if you are eligible to be rescored to possibly receive a lower rate. Credit is by no means the only rating factor, but if we're talking about things we can control, it's worth mentioning. Number 8, if all else fails, shop around. If you've taken all the steps above and your policy is still out of your budget, start to shop with other carriers. While shopping, make sure you aren't taking out an inferior policy just to save a few bucks because, well, the cheap often comes out expensive. In my opinion, if you have a good relationship with your agent and a new policy isn't saving you a significant amount of money, you are probably best served staying where you are. Well, I hope this information has been helpful. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And most importantly, thank you for the good you bring to the world. Bye.